So welcome to my reaction to the Nintendo Direct. And I love it. Nintendo always comes out of nowhere and says, hey, we're doing a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. And as soon as they do that, the internet goes crazy. Absolutely nuts. So many rumors, so many predictions. Most of the times they're wrong. Were they right a bit with this one? Sort of, with a few things. And I, went, oh my God, here we go again. I went in with low expectations. What are my thoughts on this Nintendo Direct? There's a lot of big surprises, a lot of things I did not see coming, some I did. And I'll ask you guys, what did you think of the Nintendo Direct? Let me know down below. Now, I've written out a whole bunch of games that really kind of surprised me or kind of made me happy in some regard. I'm not going to mention every single game that was mentioned because there was just too many, just the ones that meant something to me. So again, I'll ask you, were you blown away by this Nintendo Direct or were you a little lukewarm? Okay, we'll start off, and I was predicting this. I'm like, there's going to be a Fire Emblem game shown. And there was a Fire Emblem game shown. It wasn't the idea that I thought it was going to be or the game that I thought it was going to be. It's Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes, another kind of Warriors style of game where you're fighting wave after wave of enemies, but you got characters from Three Houses. And you know what? I like those characters. I was really happy to see them again on the battlefield, and I thought, you know what? I think I'll get into this. I really liked Three Houses as a strategy game. I thought it was really excellent. Great story plot, great twists and turns, and then seeing the characters return here to fight wave after wave of enemies. Yes, it's that style of game, but boy, I was excited by that. They showed Advance Wars 1 and 2, something I thought was going to come out in December. It got pushed back. It's coming out in April now. And I couldn't be more happier than anything because I love the original Advance Wars. I got it back in the day on the Game Boy Advance. I knew exactly the style of game it was going to be because I played games like Military Madness and Warsong growing up. So I thought, yeah, I like the cutesy style of graphics. And it really, realistically is that same style of graphics, but with a beautiful, fresh bit of paint put on there. And I think it looks really good as a game, and I'm definitely picking it up day one. I already had it pre-ordered back in December. They showed Mario Strikers Battle League. Nice to see Mario Strikers back again. It looks good. I mean, it's interesting with every Nintendo console. You always get your tennis, you always get your golf, you always get your strikers. So it's kind of fun to see it make that return. It's definitely something that you knew was coming. You didn't know when it was coming, and it's coming out in June. What the? Oh my God, is this Armored Core? Front Mission. I couldn't believe it. A full 3D remake to Front Mission? This is impossible. This is the last thing that I thought I'd ever see, ever, because it came out here on the Super Famicom. I was a really big fan of the game back in the day. I only played it as much as I could because of the Japanese, but then guess what? We got the DS game. Absolutely, translated finally. Got to play it that way and I really enjoyed it. So to see Front Mission coming back, I mean, I remember being in England at an anime convention back when I was like 21 years old, back in like 1994-ish, and listening to the Front Mission soundtrack on my CD player walking around that convention. So for me, to see Front Mission back, very excited. I did not see that one coming at all, but very happy to play it, and I will definitely get a physical Japanese copy with English. I'm sure it will be on PlayAsia eventually. I'll be picking that up. Okay, this one confused me and excited me. And well, kind of how it worked is I was super excited, and then it all kind of settled in, and I'm like, wait a second. Okay, this is it.
Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono is coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
What?
One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world.
What?
Though it somewhat resembles his home world,
what?
He finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen?
This is, I got shivers, dude. This is impossible.
Another world. Travel back and forth between.
I thought it was a mobile game for a second.
The story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending
this
on the choices
Nintendo
you make,
Direct is taking the cake for me, man.
You and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster. like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack.
The soundtrack
Plus,
was fine.
radical dreamers.
Now, what confused me here was, I'm like, oh my god, it's a remake to Chrono Cross. But then all of a sudden, there's like a slap in my face going, wait a second, is that mobile thing that was going on? I don't know. Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition. It doesn't look like the original Chrono Cross. It does some of the overhead graphics and all that, but I'm saying the battle system looked all different. So I'm thinking this is a mobile thing ported to the Switch. Please let me know down below because I 100% don't know. I'm just coming in and shooting this video. So I was excited thinking it was a full remake to Chrono Cross, and then it's like, no, it's not. It's that mobile game. I gotta look into this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, they showed Kirby, they showed Kelowna. That stuff looked cool. This is the one, and I called it. As soon as I saw it, I'll let it play. What's this? Live Alive? Am I ever good? Am I ever good? Oh my god, I am ever good. A Super Famicom game by Squaresoft back in the day. This one took me back as well, because back in the Super Famicom days, this was released by Squaresoft, and I always thought that we would get it over here. I thought they'd translate it, bring it over here, and we never did. And this is one of those things I read about in video game magazines that I was so excited about, and we never got it. I eventually imported it and got it that way so I could at least try it to see what it was like. So for them to do a remaster of this game in English, this is a great thing. This is a great thing for RPG fans, and as I remember, it was all these different storylines going on, and I just thought it was fascinating. I remember seeing like Super Famicom graphics of, like the Old West, and then like futuristic stuff, and I thought, that's so cool. They're doing, tackling all these different storylines. So to see this coming out this way, this will be another physical copy import in English. I hope they do that, because I definitely want to have this in English on the Nintendo Switch. Very cool to see that. Triangle Strategy, they showed more of that game, and I don't know what to think yet. I mean, I played the demo and I enjoyed the game. So I will play this new demo. I think it takes you to like the 3rd stage or something like that, and then you can take your save data into the full game. So that's a kind of cool thing if you want to invest a little bit of time into that. I don't know where I'm at with this game yet. It looks cool. I don't know if it's going to become a classic, but I'll definitely try it out. Then they had Dread Mode. Oh my god, this looks insane. If you get hit once in the game, it's over. Oh my god, that's crazy, man. I mean, sadomasochists, I mean, that is crazy stuff. I mean, I don't think my mental state could handle it. I'd be like steaming. If a little droplet hits you, you're dead. I'm like, oh my god. So I think I'll be staying away from that, DLC that you can download, but it's pretty cool. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait a second, is Earthbound on the Switch Online? Is it on? Can you download it? I'm like, and I remember I did it in front of the camera. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, boom, there it was. Earthbound and the original Earthbound on NES or the Famicom version are available today. So you can download them if you have Nintendo Online. That's cool. I mean, they should have been out a long time ago, but I'm not complaining. What I find so funny is I've downloaded Earthbound on every single console that you could do it for on Nintendo so far. It's like, here we go again. And of course I'm going to, because I love that game, and it'll be fun to play on the Switch, especially on the OLED. It'll look pretty good, so that's kind of neat. But I was really hoping for Mother 3. Get real, that's never gonna happen. And then they announced Mario Kart 9? No, 8 DLC. And at first I was like, oh man, the entire internet was waiting for the next Mario Kart. Everybody's saying that 9's coming. And no, 9 is not coming. 8 is still here, and it's still really a great game. They're providing that you pay for it, DLC for 48 more courses from different Mario Kart games through the years. And I gotta say, for 24 bucks, that's pretty cool. I think I'm definitely gonna get that downloaded and play through some of those levels. Mario Kart ain't broken, why fix it? And just give it some new levels, and I could completely understand to do that. I think with the next Switch version that, comes out in the future, the next model, we'll get all the, the Mario Kart 9s and all that at that time. No, I gotta say, I'm 100% interested in it. And then we get to the end, the final thing. And I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, here we go.
Please take a look.
Fighting.
It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Wow, oh my god.
Whatever life is lost, I won't.
Give me the title. Is there a name or just Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Yeah, okay. That looks pretty good. So yeah, that looks really good. It looks a lot like 1 and 2 at this point, but that's to be expected being on the Nintendo Switch, and I wasn't upset. I thought, here we go, another 100 hours for Kim, gone boom, gone like that. But I really like the look of it, and I thought, you know what, I'm looking forward to the storyline and continuing that. I like how they're building on it every single time and adding to this world. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'll ask you guys, what did you think of this Nintendo Direct? Did it live up to expectations, or were you completely disappointed? I know, I had this here. I thought Metroid Prime 4 might be announced, or maybe the Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 might be shown a little bit more, but remember, it was the first half of the year, so I went in thinking, might not be there, but still maybe a little tease at the end, and we did. Every time I bring this out, I don't know, last few times, there's nothing happened with Metroid, so I'm gonna keep this away, that's for sure. So anyways, guys, until next time.